Hello there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have a new segment, and this one is called "Can this bike replace your car?" Cue the intro. So today we're going to talk about, can the Harley Davidson Street Glide replace your car? And in order for us to do that, very scientifically mind you, well, we're going to be checking for things that you would use your car for, right? And see if the bike can do it just as good or even better, or, well, we have to compare it, right? So we have a list of things that I came up with because I'm very scientific and I just come up with things. Now, if you find that there is something missing from the list that you do with your car that the bike cannot do, well, please let me know in the comments below. So the list is as follows: daily commute, which is well, the purpose of this video today. Grocery shopping, right? Can you go to the drive-thru? Going out on a date, going to the movies, going to the gym, and finally, well, going, I mean, if you play a sport, especially a sport like golf, can you go golfing on your bike? So, let's start then with the first video of the series. Can the Street Glide replace your car in commuting? So, well, we already did a daily commute, so you know that it can do a daily commute, no problem. Let me just stop here, gas up, and then we'll continue with the video. Right, and we did a U-turn, which is not that bad. So let's go back to the video now. So, can the Street Glide replace your car in the daily commute? So, well, this is what I'm doing right now. I am going home from my work. So, the daily commute, that means going from your house to your work, and from your work to your house. So, on your bike. And yeah, I mean, no problem. Yeah, if you're a person who works like me, like as a teacher, where you do have to carry some stuff, but it's not like heavy equipment and stuff. I mean, we're not talking about can your bike replace your truck. No, we're talking about a regular job where you have to carry, well, maybe just a satchel or maybe just a bag, a man purse. Well, yeah. You can, especially on the Street Glide, where you have all these great big saddlebags, and you can even incorporate the trunk, which I already have, but I like the aesthetics of them without the trunk. So yeah, you can commute no problem. What will be the cons and pros of riding on the bike instead of the car? Well, for one, it is a lot better to ride because you look so much cooler on a Street Glide. Even this little guy on this Hayabusa looks better than anybody. Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, everybody looks better on a bike than they do in a car, especially if you're on a Street Glide. Then another pro is, well, maybe not on the Street Glide, but you can filter a little bit and you can get to your destination a little bit quicker. And on the car, you do have some pros, right, which are cons in while riding. One is, well, it's gonna get hot, right? Right now it's not that hot. Right now it's perfect weather for riding. As you can see, I'm even wearing my Last Sons of Krypton cut. No problem. I feel great. It's a little bit cold. I mean, it's a little bit hot, but it's no problem. Now, whenever you are riding in the cold and when it's raining, that's when a lot of people say, hey, you need a car. But do you need the car? I don't think so, because, well, I've been commuting in Houston for 4 years without the need of car. What happens if it rains? They ask me. Well, you wear rain gear. And do you get wet? Well, depends. Yesterday, for example, it was one of those days. It was raining the whole way and it was pouring. So yeah, I got a little wet. But that doesn't mean I need a car. I can get a little wet, no problem. What happens if it's too cold? Well, you wear cold gear. Now, what happens when it's too cold and it's wet? Well, that's when you take a sick day, right? And that's gonna happen once or twice in Houston, right? So when I'm talking about can your bike replace your car, well, I'm talking about in a city like Houston or El Paso, Texas, where I used to live, or Ciudad Juarez, where I used to live. Yes, those are cities where it doesn't get that cold, and yeah, it gets hot, but I don't know, it's worth it. So, what other things should you consider on a daily commute to see if your bike can replace your car? Well, if you're like me, that you like to take a drink to work, maybe some coffee or some tea, well, yeah, this bike can do that, no problem. So you have this cup holder and you have your coffee, right? You can have different thermoses. And I mean, yeah, this bike can replace your car, no problem for commuting. Now, I don't know if another pro of riding the bike instead of having the car, how many people do you see that are on their bikes and they're fighting with another biker because the other biker cut them off, or the other biker honked at them, or all these things that you see cagers do? Every day, everybody's road raging. If you're on a motorcycle, you're not raging, you're happy, you're enjoying your ride. Even if it's a daily commute, you enjoy. I mean, you enjoy the engine, you enjoy the wind. It's just a pleasurable experience, as opposed to be sitting on your car, which, yeah, it could have air conditioning or you can have heated whatever, but still, it is a very stressful way to go to work. This way, I mean, I'm not even going the right way, and I don't mind, because I'm enjoying myself. I'm riding my bike and just going home, and the only thing I need is to go home to my beautiful wife and my beautiful kids, right? But I'm not in a hurry to do that. And it's a good thing about the Street Glide. It is comfortable. You can ride and cruise all day long. Oops, that was a huge ugly bump right there. And yeah, this is pleasurable. All right, guys, I'm gonna get home now, and when I get home, we're gonna continue this video. Now, we've established that you can replace your car with the Street Glide, but should you? And this is where the cold, hard numbers come in. So let's check it out. should you actually buy a Street Glide and replace your car? So the price of the Street Glide for 2023 is $21,999. Now for that price, you can buy plenty of cars, but the coolest ones are maybe the Nissan Sentra or a Subaru Impreza. I mean, that's it. Do they have any cool factor? That's where it comes in. But well, I said cold hard numbers, so let's talk about it. All right, so insurance. Now insurance, I'm paying for my Buick, well, my wife's Buick, we're paying $171 a month. Now for all three of my bikes, I am paying $173 a month. That is $57 each, if you would put it that way. Now I know that the Harley is the least expensive of them, but we'll give you that, let's say $57 a month. All right, now, and I have the same coverage on the bike as I do on the car. So the fuel mileage, now Harley's, the Street Glide gives me 43 miles to the gallon. Now, either the Nissan Sentra or the Subaru Impreza, they are both around 33 miles per gallon. That's, well, on my commute, which I'm doing 60 miles every day, that's 1,200 miles of commuting each month. So 27.9 gallons of fuel on the Harley and 36.3 gallons of fuel on the car. Now 27.9 times 4, that equals $116 of gas money on the Harley. 36.3 times 4 equals $145 of gas money on the car. Now it doesn't seem like a lot, but remember, this is just only the commuting. You're not going grocery shopping, you're not going anywhere on the car or on the bike, you're just going home. This is what we're deciding, right? Should we replace the car for commuting? All right, moving on. Now the oil change. It's every 5,000 miles for the Harley, and every 5,000 or 6,000 for the cars. The Nissan Sentra is a little bit earlier. You should do it on 5K, 6K for the Impreza. Anyway, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. That means 3 oil changes a year. Now the Harley oil change is a little bit more expensive. That's $139.99 on the dealer. The car's oil change is going to range, and nobody really takes their cars to the dealer, so it's going to range from $39 to, let's say, $100. So let's say a regular oil change on the dealer is going to be $70. So that brings us to the total cost of ownership per year for the Street Glide. Your monthly payments on a bike like this, you should be paying around $400 a month. I pay less because I am awesome. All right, but $400 a month times 12, that'll be $4,800. The insurance is $57 a month times 12, that's $684. Gas, $116 times 12, that's $1,392. And the oil change, you said $139.99 times 3, that's $419.97. Now for the car, same thing with the monthly payments. You should have the same type of deal depending on your credit. But $4,800 a year. Insurance, $171 times 12, that's $2,051. The gas money, it's $145 times 12, that's $1,740. Now the oil change, we said 70 times 3, that's $210. So the total cost of ownership for the Harley Street Glide every year is $7,295, while the car will be $8,800. So you see, it does make sense, all right? Now, obviously, you have to take into account that the Harley, well, you're going to be buying all these parts, and you're going to be buying all these aftermarket exhausts and things, and aesthetic things, and you're gonna want to upgrade the stereo later on, and you want to, it's a Harley, you have to, it's impossible not to. You have these grips, and you have these lower fairings, and you have all the trunk, and you have, so yeah, His costs are going to skyrocket. But still, it is the cool factor that matters, right? Remember what Harley Davidson said in that classic, awesome movie, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. It is better to be dead and cool than alive and uncool. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure that if you like the video to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button, and share it with all your friends. If you don't like the video, well, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.